Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Chaos Lord David. Welcome to the start of our Let's Play of Ace Combat 4, Shattered Skies. And I've been thinking of doing this playthrough, or Let's Play, whatever. I think they're the same. Anyway, I've been thinking of doing a Let's Play of this game throughout the course of the Wrath of Cortex Let's Play. And second thing is a subscriber of mine actually mentioned to me that I do this game, so shout out to you. And it's just I haven't played this game in a long time. I just now recently got back into this game just so I can get the feel for the game again. And I asked myself, why did I have not still haven't gotten the S ranks on all missions on medium difficulty, so I could get the secret plane of this game, the XO2. And I just did, and I went back and got the XO2, and I just kept forgetting to do it because now that I'm much better and not and. Back then, I really wasn't that great at Ace Combat. So now that I just went back and I decided to get the XO2 after like almost a few years of me getting back into this game. And I do believe that this is the fourth PlayStation 2 game I've ever played. Since this was made in 2001 during the PlayStation 2's life cycle. So this was one of the first few games I've played for the PS2. So it was a really good game. And I will continue on doing the other Ace Combats as well, since I've already done Ace Combat 2 and Ace Combat 3, so I thought I may as well just keep going with the Ace Combat series. So since we're here at 4, so we'll get on with it. So I'm going to load my best file. And one thing I want to make clear is that I've already started to do a special new game campaign on expert difficulty, which is the difficulty I plan on doing, because for two reasons. One, I've actually haven't played this game long enough to get Ace difficulty. I do apologize for that. And the second reason is I'm trying to get the XO2 secret Ace scheme for getting Ace Paint scheme for getting all S rank on all missions on expert difficulty. So if I were to do that, I'll get the secret paint for the XO2. And I do apologize for in advance because I actually started the campaign and recorded the first mission, me doing the first mission, but the computer is starting to become a bit of an idiot, and it just does not want to render on me, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to do the first mission in free mission mode so I can do it, and but I will treat this like I did the campaign, because I've got the cutscenes right here, and everything right here, so I'm going to edit all this out and just treat it like I did the campaign. So I really do apologize in advance, but let's dive right into the first mission, shall we? Here we go.
I was just a child when the stars fell from the skies. But I remember how they built a cannon to destroy them. And in turn how that cannon brought war upon us. War was an abstract idea, nothing more than a show on TV. As a child, I only saw it as something that happened in some faraway land. Until that final day of summer. One day while on my way to school, I looked up in the skies. A sound like distant thunder. In the blue skies far above me, contrails drew dizzying circles around in a crazy waltz. A battle in the beautiful skies far away. I could not tear my gaze away from them. A deafening roar. Silhouettes appeared, as if to graze the hills and streak past me. The fighters played the cat or the mouse in turn as they climbed swiftly into the sky. One fleeing plane fell out of the skies, spiraling and spewing orange flames to crash by the Cape. The same Cape where my family lived. Now they only live in my memories of days past. The victor circled around to confirm the kill. And on his craft, there was a large number 13 emblazoned in yellow. I will never forget this. The Allies retreated across the ocean before the onslaught of the enemy. town in the heart of the mainland fell into deep isolation.
So we've got our first mission, Sitting Duck.
4 years after the planetfall of the Ulysses 1994 XF-04 asteroids, Stonehenge, the Erusian weapon of mass destruction, was originally built to shoot down asteroids. Upon discovering its potential as an anti-aircraft weapon, the Erusians ruled the skies over the mainland. The ISAF's attempts to destroy Stonehenge through airstrikes failed. As a result, strategic positions on the mainland were lost. This in turn forced ISAF to evacuate from the east coast to North Point. ISAF GHQ is regrouping its remaining combat forces at North Point. However, the Erusians control most parts of the mainland, and they have forward deployed bombers to Wrigley Air Base, a former ISAF facility. This bomber force will attempt to deal a lethal blow to the ISAF at North Point from this strategic position. Here is the current SITREP and your orders for deployment, effective immediately. Enemy agents destroyed our early warning radar network, allowing several air bombers to penetrate our airspace. In 15 minutes, we expect this bomber formation to strike Allen Ford Air Base and then move on to targets at North Point. Our air defense forces are extremely weak at this point in time, hence our GHQ is a sitting duck. It is mission critical that you destroy the bombers and neutralize the threat before they get past Newfield Island. Remember, you are the first line of defense for North Point, and the fate of ISAF lies in your hands.
So here's a map of our first mission, the overall map of our first mission. We've got 6 red targets, which are basically the primary targets that are required to complete the mission. And we got 4 secondary targets, which are yellow targets, which is the described by the points meter in the top right. Like you see with the different colors and numbers, that means that they're the yellow targets. That means they're the amount of points they give off between 40, from a range of 40 to 69. So this, which brings up to the whole point system in this game. The score basically tells you, like, if I were say if I shot down the 6 primary targets, which are bombers in this mission, I'll get the basic C that is required, basically the minimum requirement to complete the mission. I'll get the basic C rank, but if I go beyond and and take down the other 4 secondary targets, that'll increase my rank. And if I destroyed all 10 targets, as you see right there on the map, that means I'll be able to get an S rank, which is of course what I'm going for. The deal with the score is that the higher the score you've got, or the higher the rank you've got, or same applies to score, but it's mainly determines about score. The higher the score you've got, the higher the money. So that way you can buy more airplanes, more weapons, etc., etc. I do believe that you can find these on normal difficulty and higher, but I know for a fact that on hard, expert, and ace difficulty, I think normal as well. But on normal difficulty or higher, each mission has an ace in the level, and I'll give you a general location of where it is whenever you start the mission. But the deal with the aces, you have to be right. You have to be really close to them in order to be able to find them on radar. So it's like it's not going to show up there just like that at the start of the mission, or a certain event happens, or a certain thing that within the mission makes the ace to appear. The only way to find the ace is that if you get close to it. So that's basically the basic rundown for the whole mission details. But in this menu, you can just watch the briefing again. You can buy, sell aircraft, but and as you can see here, I've got all the planes unlocked, which you can see by the way that you can tell by this, that the X's are going through the squares. That means I've got all standard basic aircraft. And if I were to press up or down, say like I've got the F-22 selected, this is the normal paint scheme for the F-22. But if I were to press up or down, it'll just go to the different colors that you can select for the corresponding plane. Like the up one will be just a different paint scheme. The bottom one will be the Ace paint scheme. So I'm not going to show you what they look like. I don't want to spoil them. So that's basically it. Oh, another thing is that the gun count is 850, as you see right there. If you were to be playing this on very easy or easy, then you'll have unlimited gun ammo. But if you're playing it on medium or higher difficulties, then it'll just be a gun counter. As you can see, like 850 bullets for the F-22, and it's going to stick with it. And I think the missile and special weapons counter stays the same no matter what difficulty you play on. So there's basically no difference in there. It's just the only thing that's different is the gun counter. So that's basically it. And here we are, Mission 1, Sitting Duck. Mission objectives: destroy all indicated targets. Press the start button, and let's do this thing.
AWACS here, call sign Sky Eye. Do you read?
I read you.
Your call sign is Mobius 1. We'll refer to you by this name at all times. You are now under my command. 6 bombers on Vector 360 confirmed. Continue north to intercept. Today's my birthday. A victory sure would be nice. Mobius 1, engage.
Of course it would. Now, as you can see, I'm holding the square button to bring up the map. If you were to lightly hold the square button, it'll just be like close like that. But if you were to apply pressure on it like that, it'll just be as wide as it can get. So it's pretty handy. Now, pay attention to the top left here. You see the top number, which is a 200. That is the score that I've currently got through this mission. And the dashed line would be the rank that will display if you meet the minimum requirement of points to get that rank. But so far I don't have it. But after I destroy this next couple of targets, it'll show up. So, for instance, the bottom number is the 100 points, basically what those Tu-95s are giving off. But if I were to change targets to the MiG-21, if I were to shoot this MiG-21 down, it'll give off 60 points. So if I were to shoot it down, bam, 60 points. So it just keeps carrying on throughout the rest of the missions. Except we'll be able to see different colored targets. Especially we'll get to see one. Oh, how did I miss? We'll get to see one that's worth a lot of points. Like I said, the aces. Now about the aces, like I said, you can only find the aces if you were to do campaign on a special new game. Basically, you can only find the aces after you've completed the game. For instance, if you were to do a second new game or a special new game, if you will, or if you were playing in free mission on medium difficulty or higher, then you can find the aces. You cannot find the aces on very easy or easy. Only on medium difficulty and higher. Only can be through free mission or a special new game. So that's a little tip for you. And if I were to shoot this plane down, there it is. So now we got the C rank for this mission. So I'll go ahead and shoot down one more Tu-95, then we'll go right for the ace. And like I said, I do know where the ace is. Right above the island. If you were to look on a map, he's right above there. Yep, there he is. That orange dot is our first ace. And like I said, the aces give up a lot of points. So let's give a look on to F5E Wang. Now another feature we'll show off, a little nice little feature showing off here is if I can get behind him. Wow, he's getting into a turning fight with me. I hate turning fights. I hate them. It just only delays the inevitable of their destruction. It only delays their inevitable destruction. No, but really though. If I can get behind him. Jeez, he's still in a turning fight. Come on. Get behind him. Whenever I shoot the missile, I'm going to hold down the circle button so the missiles can follow the target, like so. Really nice feature. Really sick too, I might add. You can also do that with bombs and other special weapons for an even sicker camera angle. Really nice. Now this mission is really simple. The only thing you got to worry about in this mission is just worry about the time, because you can let the bombers just bomb away at the city like Steel Rain, like it was Steel Rain, and you'll still be able to complete the mission. Like no damage done. The only ways you can fail the mission if you were to crash or get shot down or the time limit runs out. So that's the only way that you can fail the mission. You can let the bombers, like I said, just bomb the base like it was Steel Rain, and you can still complete the mission. Unless they like the 10 minutes. Whoa, baby! I'm trying to not to get too close to it, because you can do aircraft collisions in this game. Trust me. Take it from me. I've done that a couple times. And the bomber can shoot guns from the back like an ordinary bomber. I'm gonna shoot it down with machine guns. Sometimes it's hard to tell if the gun bullets are registering. I can see the sparks, but sometimes it's hard to register anyway. And mission accomplished.
Good job, Mobius 1.
Bloody good job it is.
Sky Eye, this is Alan Fort. Got visual on the downed bombers. Whose kill was that? Make sure to thank him.
You're welcome.
That's a roundup. Let's go on home.
But I am home. I'm sitting down in my chair. Anyway, here's the replay feature for this game. It's brought back in this game like it was in Ace Combat 3. But the thing about the replay feature in this game is it always plays the last 6 minutes of the mission. I'll give an example, because the reason is because I didn't take 6 minutes throughout this mission. I took a lot less than that. But let's take this for example. If I were to do this mission in 7 minutes, excuse me, say I did this mission in 7 minutes. The replay will start at the 1 minute mark, and it'll just play the last 6 minutes. So basically, all the stuff that I had in the first minute of the mission will not be on here. So like I said, it'll always play the last 6 minutes of the mission. That's how the replay feature works. And I really do dig how you can look through different camera angles. Really, really nice. And like I said, I just got a look at the Mobius emblem right there on the stabilizer. Really nice looking emblem, and it really matches the nice looking paint job of this F-22. Really matching plane. Really good one too, I might add. So that's basically it about the replay feature. Another few things I forgot to mention is that if you were to play this mission on either special new game or free mission, it doesn't show the takeoff scene from Mobius 1 on the aircraft carrier. It always does that on the regular new game if you were to play this game for the first time. Like it shows Mobius 1's F-4E Phantom taking off from the carrier. It'll be really badass if you could do that scene with the other craft, like his signature F-22. It would be a lot more badass. However, sometimes you can say it's like it doesn't make sense because the F-22 is not a Navy fighter, but I digress. This is like, oh, let's just have the F-22 take off from a base scene, but it doesn't do that. You know what I mean? Another thing is that I really dig the quotes that you read before the start of each mission. Really nice quotes to read. Really, really nice. I mean, whoever wrote those quotes must be like an inspirational artist, in my opinion. Like I said, they're really good looking quotes to read. So that's basically it.
Thanks to your efforts, the enemy bomber strike was averted. However, our victory will be meaningless should you fail the next mission.
And so what it's doing right here is it's basically giving us the rundown of how we did in the mission and what we did in the mission. Like it's tallying up the kills that enemies we shot down. It's tallying up how much total points that we've got. And you see right there that the C rank just came up, and which is the 600 on the right is basically the minimum score to get the C. Like I said, which is basically just shoot down the 6 Tu-95 bombers, I would just get the minimum C rank. So since we went that extra mile of getting the S rank and getting as maximum amount of points as we could get on this first mission, which was 1080. So another thing is, since I was doing it in a free mission, once again I do apologize for that. Since I can't load up a special new game from campaign like this. I'd have to continue in the second mission. But anyway, if we were to do this in campaign, it would show us how much money we've got. Like I know the exact amount that you get in this mission if you get 1080 points, and that's 118k. The 1080 points, the money actually reflects on your rank and how many points you got. Like there's extra money for how many points you've got, and there's also that kind of money that you get based on your rank. Like in S rank, since we got the S rank for this mission, we would start out with 70 grand rewarded to us. But the 1080 points just like basically kind of additional money. The 1080 points will be 48 grand. So add that up, it's 118 grand for this mission. So and of course the briefing guy, the debriefer kind of gives us a lowdown of what's going to happen in the next mission, and basically just like gives us a rundown of how the mission went and so forth. And that's basically it for the mission overlay. So I really do dig the cutscenes here, and I do apologize again for not doing this in campaign, but I will edit this out like and treat this like how I did it, like as if I did this in campaign. But I'll pick it up in mission 2. So I've already saved it there, as you saw. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this first part of our Let's Play of Ace Combat 4 Shattered Skies, and I will see you guys in the next part. I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy.
The war seemed to unfold in the blink of an eye. I don't remember exactly when the forces from the west occupied my town. I was too busy scanning the skies day after day, waiting for Yellow 13 to reappear. Before I knew it, everything changed. The language they taught us at school. Our friendly local sheriff disappeared and was replaced by foreign MPs. In the beginning, some people secretly tuned into broadcasts from North Point on their parabolic antennas. But as time passed, the broadcast no longer came in. Maybe the satellites were destroyed. All non-military computer networks were shut down. Gasoline was rationed to civilians. Though we lived in the 21st century, we were reduced to using crystal radios and horse-drawn carts. I moved in with my uncle in town, who used to be a taxi driver. Out of gasoline and out of work, my uncle did nothing but to drown himself in drink. I earned my keep by playing the harmonica in the town bar, the one thing I was good at. I'd play for sullen occupation soldiers in exchange for their charity and loose change, and used the money to support my uncle and myself. My uncle trash-talked the barkeep who catered to the enemy soldiers, but he never refused the money I brought home. As for myself, I had a crush on the barkeep's only daughter, who was a little older than me. Another day passed, yet still no sign of the fighter plane Yellow 13 in the skies above our town.